Hey guys, it's Pop Preview. I'm Alex.
I'm Sean.
And we're going to be watching the Game of Thrones official trailer. Finally. Finally! This is it!
We got a teaser before, we got the full trailer now, which is like 2-minute trailer.
Oh my god, there's so much good stuff in this trailer too. I couldn't wait. I had to watch it.
I have not... I would want to watch it with you guys.
Yeah, it just...
I care.
Oh god, the feeling is just like, oh god, it's coming to an end. No! It's like this gut-wrenching feeling, so...
So if you're new to the channel, welcome. But we've also been rewatching the earlier seasons of Game of Thrones, kind of leading up to season 8. So if you also want to see our reviews for season 1 through 4, you can look through on the channel for that, as well as we did episode breakdowns of every episode for season 7. So if you're like us, you wanna get back into the Game of Thrones feeling before season 8 begins, you can look on our channel for that.
So exciting. Well, let's just watch it.
Yeah, let's just watch it. I'm dying to see this.
Turn the volume up. Here we go.
I know death. He's got many faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
Everything you did brought you where you are now. Where you belong. Home.
They're coming. Our enemy doesn't tire. Doesn't stop. Doesn't feel. I promise to fight for the living. I intend to keep that promise.
Oh man.
April 14th.
Oh, cannot come soon enough.
It really can't.
How do I escape this life? Okay. So, there we have it. We see pretty much every character. Almost every character. There's an absence of Bronn in there, which people are like, oh no.
Well, as people think he's a Night King, so we didn't see the Night King
No.
either.
Sorry, I meant Bronn. Not Bran.
Bran. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, we hear Bran has the voiceover.
Yeah.
In this, so there's still a lot of wondering how exactly Bran is going to tie into the events of the final season.
Yeah.
Is he the Night King? Exactly what part is he going to play in all this?
I mean, I like this. I like that we see Arya. She's my favorite character. House Stark. So I like that she's like, she can't wait to kill. I just love her. But I wonder who she's referring to. She's talking about Cersei. We don't know.
No, she's talking about the White Walkers because she's holding a dragon glass spear. So she's talking about either the Night King or just the Whites in general.
Yeah.
That particular face of death. So that's the one that she's referring to.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
And also, there's another theory that in the Crypts of Winterfell, that's where she is at the beginning.
Yeah.
In theory, potentially. We don't know for sure. But she's running from all of her dead ancestors, who the Night King has risen up from the crypts.
It's
including her dad.
If they get that far south, considering they're in the north. Because the last time we see them, they're just breaking through the wall, so...
It's definitely possible that they would... Because they're going to get to King's Landing eventually. Like, that's definitely going to happen.
Well, we don't know. I mean,
It's gonna happen. I'll tell you why, because there's hints all up in the previous seasons. So when Daenerys goes to the House of the Undying and the wizards are like tricking her with like showing her things, we see the Iron Throne in snow.
We do.
So it's pretty clear to me that that's a foreshadow that winter is going to come to King's Landing, and that's what everybody's been talking about, and it's going to finally happen in this season. I just know it.
I would love to see that, but we also do see them at Winterfell with the dragons flying overhead, which is pretty interesting and amazing to see.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing, again, and a lot of this show is kind of being told things and some characters knowing them or not knowing them, but just to see that there are dragons in the world, that there are like White Walkers in the world, even though they're just like a myth.
Yeah.
To the point. So like now everybody's like, oh my god, these things are real. Like magic is real.
Yeah.
The White Walkers are real. Dragons are real. So not everybody's on board with that well, some people on board. Cersei's just like, I don't care. I'm just gonna sit on my throne and drink wine.
It's like, I don't have to worry about any of this. If I don't see it, it's not real, and all I care about is my little bubble.
She pretty much just turned into Robert in a sense, her late husband, in the sense that like she has power, and she just really just wants to keep it for herself and not really worry too much about what is going on out there.
I mean, that's most of the kings that we hear about. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty much every king that we've either heard about or have seen throughout the course of the show. So, she's just kind of doing what she does best. And we see her looking pretty smug at one point in the trailer.
Yes.
So she won something, or she feels confident in something. We don't know what it is, but she's standing there with Qyburn, and she's just looking pretty happy with her, like, sweet costume on, little armor. And then we see her later in the trailer drinking her wine in the dark, looking like she has lost something, fighting back tears. So we don't know if that's related to the baby, or lack thereof baby, that is or is not inside of her. We don't know if Jaime dies, or like any other...
Well, we did see Jaime too, and he's like, remember he's like saying that he made a vow to fight for the living, and that's what he's going to do. So we saw him in season 7 leave her, and just kind of like walking his horse off into the distance. So we kind of, from this trailer, you can see that he's probably like gone back to them and saying, you know what, Cersei may not have kept her word. I'm going to keep my word.
Yeah.
Curious to see what, like, I still think that, and we probably will do like before season 8 comes out, kind of what our predictions are going to be. But I'll just throw one out now. I really do feel like he's going to be the one to handle Cersei. Yeah. Whatever, like if it means she's going to die, I think Jaime's going to play a part in that some way, somehow.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. But there's something else interesting in this trailer that we see too. So they're introducing a new character to us, which is really strange considering we're so far along in the series. So we see the Golden Company. Which
have been talked about for a long time.
Yeah, which Euron had been sent to get and bring back. So I think I read, this is a character, the leader of the Golden Company is a character that, is maybe more prevalent in the books. What's his name? Harry? Might be Harry. But we don't really know anything about this new character, the blonde-looking dude who looks like Brienne from behind.
It did.
But yeah, it's actually the leader of the Golden Company, and there's a scene, a very wide shot in the throne room, where you can see Cersei talking to somebody, and it's that guy.
Okay.
So he makes it there. They're talking about something. We don't know how this is going to affect, the war in the North. Like, are they gonna sort of infiltrate? And we just don't know.
There's a lot of things we don't know, but we only have 6 episodes to get there. And
I know, it seems like a lot.
One of the rumors out there is that at least one of the episodes is literally just going to be an entire battle episode, which can be exciting and intimidating at the same time. And what I mean by that, it's if the battle, since we've been invested with all these characters, it's going to be very draining to see like an episode where literally just fighting. I mean, it's kind of like the battle at the wall.
My pulse is like rising right now just thinking about it.
Yeah, it's like the battle at the wall where pretty much like 95% of the episode is just a battle. Oh, yeah. But they do have moments where it slows down, where you can get human connection moments. And considering that this episode, a lot of episodes might be like an hour and a half, that's going to be very draining.
Yeah.
but exciting at the same time.
Yeah, gonna be an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, it really, really is. This series is there's so much to dive in and so much to dissect. It's going to be a long 6 weeks. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like we got a lot of things in the trailer.
Yeah.
Most of which we don't know the context for. Sometimes you see a trailer and you're like, oh, okay, maybe this, that. But this one's kind of just like anything could kind of go at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they're just giving us a taste, and that's all I really want. Is considering.
Yeah, this is going to be our last trailer before.
I hope so. I really don't need any more. The teaser was nice.
Yeah.
Because we got to speculate what that meant.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure once we see season 8, you can go back and watch that and like, oh, that's what they were kind of hinting to.
It does seem like they're putting a lot of emphasis on the crypts, on underground. It seems like we see a shot of like Varys and Gilly underground in like a crypt-like situation. The openings, Arya seems to be running through the crypts or like an underground tunnel. And obviously the teaser that we got before that all takes place in the Stark crypt. So that's why a lot of fans are saying, we might have to look out for some dead Starks that the Whites might take for their army, which...
That would be interesting.
It would be interesting. It seems unlikely, but it's Game of Thrones, so they can kind of do whatever they want, and at this point, there's no book to go from. So they're just kind of flying by the seat of their pants, and they can kind of make those calls, so...
Yeah. But I'm just really excited. I don't have that much words because I don't like speculating too much. I just like to watch it and enjoy it. But this show just has we could just literally sit here and break it down by frame and have a year-long discussion of what could happen. But I'm really just excited to watch it and see what does happen. To be honest, it's a long time coming.
We should take a vote on who's gonna die, though. I mean, like, at least we don't have to do it now, but maybe when we finish all 7 seasons, maybe we can do a little video where we talk about some of the fan theories. We talk about what could
our predictions are going to be, or
and then we can have a little poll on who's going to die and see if any of you guys get it right. So
we'll keep tally. But until then, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you like the trailer? What do you guys think? Will you guys like to see the dragons do battle? I really want to see the dragons do battle, and I'm glad I'm pretty sure they do. I'm glad that we didn't. See
and Jon's going to totally ride a dragon.
I mean, they kind of alluded to that, but.
He still doesn't even know his heritage yet.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure he's gonna find out. Sam will say
that's something that we're gonna see in season 8. Which
I'm sure he's gonna find out. What his reaction to it is gonna be very interesting. But I just slept with my own.
I can also see them totally killing Jon off without him knowing, because they kind of did that with like all these other characters. I can see them doing that.
I don't think Jon's gonna die, to be honest.
No.
But that's a
discussion
for another day. Well, yeah. You only live twice.
Yes, we'll talk about that later.
Again, what do you guys think about the trailer? Excited to what are you guys' theories so far? Do you want to see another trailer? Do you not? Have you been rewatching the series to kind of get yourself back into that groove before season 8 comes out, like we have been? Just what are your thoughts in general? Leave the comments below. Also, like, subscribe, do all those great things. Make sure to hit that notification bell to be notified when we're putting the season reviews that we've been doing. Leading up, and then also when we do an episode breakdown of season 8. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
But until then, I am Sean from House Stark.
And I'm Alex from House Targaryen.
Until next time.
See you next time.
Bye.